Alright, good morning class. So before we start, I would like to tell you that the previous video which we had made on Monday, due to some technical glitches, that video was not able to upload in YouTube channel. Alright, so this coming Monday we will shoot the same lesson again. Alright, so as we all know that we are dealing with ADR, and today we are going to discuss what do we understand by judiciary system. Now today we are going to try to understand what kind of judiciary system do we have in our country. Alright, now before we start, as you guys must have remembered, when we in class 11 we have already done the hierarchy of the Indian judiciary system, isn't it? The Supreme Court is the highest one. Below that comes the High Court, and below High Court, District Court, isn't it? And below District Court, the subordinate courts, isn't it? So we have already discussed the hierarchy of our judiciary system in class 11. Now today we are going to start with another judiciary system which is known as quasi-judicial system. Alright, QUASI, quasi-judicial system. Alright, judicial system. Alright, so today we are going to start with quasi-judicial system. As we have already discussed, we already know the hierarchy, the structure of the Indian legal system. Now there is another judicial system which is called quasi-judicial system. Now what is quasi-judicial system? Quasi-judicial body are such institutions which have power of enforcement of law but are not courts. Alright, so the first thing which we need to remember and which we need to understand is quasi-judicial system is an institution. It is an institution which has powers, but it is not a court. Alright, it is not a court, but it is an institution. Number one point is it is an institution. Alright, quasi-judicial system, it is a institution, number one. Alright, number two, it is not a court. So now we know quasi-judicial system means it is an institution, but it is not a court. Then what is it? Now these bodies can inquiry, investigate, summon and award legal penalties to any administrative agencies. Generally these bodies have limited judiciary power in specialized area. So when we look at the judiciary system of our country, it has been divided into two parts. We can assume it. Alright, number one is we have a court, proper court, starting from the subordinate court, district court, high court, supreme court, isn't it? We have a different system. It is known as court, the judiciary system. Now we have another judicial system known as quasi-judicial system. But quasi-judicial system is an institution, but it is not a court. Alright, but what does it do? It inquires, investigates, summon meaning to call someone, alright, and award legal penalties to any administrative agencies. Alright, now generally these bodies have limited judiciary power in specialized area. So this quasi-judicial system, they can inquiry, they can summon, they can give judgment, but they have a limited power. Number 3 point is they have a limited power and area also. Alright, for example, the best example of quasi-judicial system is our consumer forum. We all have learned consumer rights, isn't it? What are the consumer rights in our class 11 syllabus? Now we know the concept. All right, so when there is a consumer protection law or an act, now there has to be some institution who can govern it, isn't it? There has to be some institution who will look into the matters. For that, quasi-judicial system has been introduced. All right, so the best example for quasi-judicial system, the best example, all right, the best example is consumer forum. All right, where we can put our grievances if we are not satisfied. All right, now for example, supposing if I buy a computer, all right, if I buy a computer from a computer shop, all right, I go over there, I get a computer. Let's for example, I buy HP. I buy a computer from HP company. Now I've paid the money, I'll get that computer. Now after 2 or 3 days, if that computer starts malfunctioning, all right, my computer, I have bought a brand new one, it's a branded one, and it has started malfunctioning. All right, so now where will I go? I will definitely go to the shopkeeper from whom I have bought the computer, isn't it? Now when I go over there and I ask him to replace it or to make it under warranty, now if the shopkeeper says no, I will not, I can't, then I can move to consumer forum for my rights, because when I bought that computer, it was a brand new one, and after just 2 or 3 days that computer is malfunctioning. All right, now I've got every rights, isn't it, to get replaced or to get my money back. But if the shopkeeper is not willing me to do so, then I have got every rights to move to where? Consumer forum, to get my rights, all right, so I can move over there, I can file a case against the company or the shopkeeper saying I had bought a brand new computer and after 2 or 3 days that computers had malfunctioned. Now the company nor the shopkeeper, they are not ready to pay me back my money, or they are not ready to replace the product. Then I can always move on to consumer forum. Now another example which we are not aware of is, under the quasi-judicial system, the consumer forum has been introduced. Now this consumer forum is for the people, all right, it is for us who are customers. All right, now if we are not satisfied with any product, all right, if I buy or if I do online shopping, all right, and over there if I order a phone, all right, I had ordered for example an iPhone. Now I have already paid the money. Now instead of iPhone, if I get Samsung, now the company is cheating me, isn't it? That particular online shopping is cheating me. Now where will I go? I will go to the consumer forum, isn't it? Because I have already paid the money for the product, but the company or the agency is not willing me to give. Now this is what quasi-judicial system is trying to say. It is an institution. Consumer forum is an institution, all right, but it is not a court. But consumer forum is not a court, isn't it? It is an institution. And what does it do? What does quasi-judicial system do? It inquires, it investigates, isn't it? And what does it do? It gives its verdict, but in a very limited way or a limited power. Now this is what it is trying to say. And the last one which we were reading was, generally these bodies have limited judiciary power in specialized area. Now the consumer forum can't have another case, meaning this body is specially made for consumer protection, isn't it? We can go and give our grievances, but this consumer forum can't deal with other related cases. Supposing if I have a problem with the Indian Railways, Now I can move to the consumer forum. There is a different forum for having, there is a different institution or a forum relating to Indian Railway Services, isn't it? So the area and the power has been specified and it has been limited, isn't it? Now another is, if I get a, again moving on to previous example, if remember we had bought a computer, I had bought a computer and I have already moved to consumer forum. Now limited area means I can't go at Siliguri consumer forum. I have to go to the Darjeeling because this Kalimpong area comes under Darjeeling district. Although Kalimpong has become a district, but till today we don't have our own consumer forum. But we can always move to Darjeeling. Alright, above Kagjora there is consumer forum for Darjeeling district. Now similarly in Siliguri they have their own consumer forum. If you buy a product in that area, then you can go to Siliguri's consumer forum, but not Darjeeling's consumer forum. So it has a limited area. Alright. Now functions. What are the functions of quasi-judicial system? These bodies usually have powers of adjudication in such matters as breach of discipline, conduct, rules, trust in the matters of money or otherwise, as I have already said and given you an example. So this body usually have powers of adjudication in such matters as breach of discipline. Alright, I had gone to the shopkeeper, he didn't replace my money. Conduct rules, alright, trust in the matter of money or otherwise. Now the second point is, their powers are usually limited to a very specific area of expertise and authority, such as land, use and zoning, financing, marketing, employment law, public standards, and or a specific set of regulations of any agency. Now as I've already said, if my case is related within the jurisdiction of Darjeeling district, then I have to go to the Darjeeling Consumer Forum. Alright. Now if my case is related at Siliguri area, then I have to move to Consumer Forum of Siliguri. Alright. Now the third point is, due to specialized functions, they help in faster delivery of judgments. So we have a Customer Protection Act. Now for that we have Consumer Forum. Now these forums are specialized, isn't it? They deal only with customer related services and Customer Protection Act. So the trial is easy and it gives a fast, speedy judgment. Alright, this is what the fourth point is trying to tell us. Now another one is, it provides scope of specialization. It's the same thing. They help reduce burden of cases on high courts and supreme courts. Alright, so now if we start filing cases, each and every cases to our high court, supreme court or district court or the subordinate courts, now what will happen? There will be a burden, isn't it? For example, if there was no consumer forum, now where the people will move? Definitely they will move to the court, isn't it? Now already the cases are pending, and on top of that Consumer Protection Act what do you say, the cases also has been added. Now there will be a burden, isn't it? So this is the reason why quasi-judicial system has been introduced. Alright. Now they are affordable, effective and more accessible for common man. Now these institutions are more affordable, less expensive, and it is more accessible to common man, for you and for me. Alright. Now moving on to next is types of quasi-judicial system in India. So there are, number one, I have already said Consumer Forum. Now there are National Human Rights Commission. Now anything in today's time which is related to human rights, alright, supposing if for example, now there is a very burning topic on the safety of girls, isn't it? Now, to get a proper safety for a woman is her right under Article 21, isn't it? Now, if and when a girl is not safe, then it is always related to national human rights, isn't it? Because this is a basic right which we have to get as a citizen under the constitution of our country. It has been guaranteed under Article 21, remember? Now, if a girl don't get that much also, then it's a big concern. Now, this type of cases will automatically move on to National Human Rights Commission, isn't it? You guys must have heard about National Human Rights Commission, isn't it? It deals only with specialized only relating to human rights issues. Number one. Number two, National Consumer Dispute Redressal Commission, as I've already said, Consumer Forum. Number three, Appellate Tribunal for Electricity. Now there is a tribunal for electricity also, isn't it? If you have any issue regarding electricity, we all need electricity and we all have connection for electricity at home, isn't it? Now if electricity, the distribution of electricity is not proper, for example, in 24 hours there is a 18 hours cutoff, or there is no light in your locality for 3 to 4 days and you have already called the lineman and still the electricity department is deaf and blind. Now where you can move? You can always move to where? You can always move to Appellate Tribunal for Electricity. Alright, so that is the quasi-judicial, or that is an institution particularly dealing with problems or complaints related to electricity. Alright, now another one is Intellectual Property Appellate Tribunal. Now we already know what is intellectual property is all about, isn't it? We have already discussed. Now if you have a problem in intellectual property, now if your copyright has been violated, if your trademark has been violated, if your patent has been stolen, then where you can move? You can always move to Intellectual Property Appellate Tribunal. So all these tribunals, so all these institutions are quasi-judicial system which deals with a particular institution, which deals in a particular area with a specific purpose. Alright, so this is all about quasi-judicial system. Now moving on to next is Revenue Court. Alright, now we have finished with our quasi-judicial system. Now we will move to revenue courts. Alright, Revenue Court. Alright, Revenue Court in subsection 1 means a court having jurisdiction under any local law to entertain suits or the proceedings relating to the rent, revenue or profits of land used for agricultural purpose, but does not include a civil court having original jurisdiction under this code to try such suits or proceedings as being suit or proceedings as a civil nature. Now what is Revenue Court? It is also one of the branches under judiciary system of our country which deals with revenue. Now we all know the meaning of revenue, isn't it? It is money, or in a very simple manner, it is a form of a tax which we have to pay to whom? To our government, isn't it? Now in today's time we all have to pay a certain amount of revenue to the government, isn't it? If we stay in a municipality area, we have to pay a certain revenue to the municipality. If we stay in a khasmal area or a village side area which is called khasmal, then again we have to pay a certain amount of money to the government as a revenue. So the revenue code deals with the revenue. All right. So this much for the day, and on Monday we will again start with ADR only. All right. So because on previous class we had made a video but we couldn't upload it because there was a technical glitch, as I've already said. So Monday we'll do this, we'll repeat again. All right. Thank you.